What's up, boys? Week 1 in the books. And honestly, it was kind of a doozy. We only had one Monday, one match going to Monday. Unfortunately, it was mine. But honestly, I was kind of entertained. I was kind of entertained by this week.
Week 1 was good for me.
Yeah. No, it was good in the sense that we had fairly close matchups for the most part. It wasn't as high scoring as it was for week 1 of last year.
I think that is a testament to how well we draft this year. How spread out the talent is over the entire league. I think that's I'm gonna pat ourselves on the back as a league.
Okay, we're a good league.
I think we're progressing as a league.
Okay.
If we could create a league with a bunch of other leagues and then compare those leagues, our league would be the number 1 league.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure we could figure it out.
Our league won week 1.
Our league won week 1, yes, because I've been talking to other people in other leagues, and it's atrocious. It's atrocious. It's honestly, I think it's because of the defenses. There's been a lot of defense.
There's a lot of points that went around the defenses.
Yeah, which means less points for the offensive players.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we'll get into it, but let's talk a little bit about the NFL real quick. Browns destroyed the Bengals. We gotta give a shout out to our Browns fans.
Yep. We've got one Browns fan, 2 Browns fans.
Huff and
I think that's it.
All right. Well,
unless Ken's a Browns fan.
No, Ken's not a Browns fan. I don't think Ken knows what he is right now.
Ken's a Rob Lowe.
He's Rob Lowe. He just roots for the NFL.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, well done, Browns. I wouldn't take very much away from this game, but
yeah, obviously Burrow wasn't ready, still hurt. But the Browns defense, you can't take away that they still played good.
Yeah, Browns defense did play well.
But the jury's still out on Watson.
Yeah, Myles Garrett is still a monster, so that's fun.
Yeah,
that's nice. Steelers got blown out. That's tough. Matt Wilson, Joey Irvin, probably I think Jay Luthbro.
Jerv's Packers.
Jerv's Packers, that's right. Jay Luthbro. I think those are only 2 Steelers, right?
Well, Chris, our commissioner.
Chris. Is he though? I don't know. I feel like he bounces around.
He might have bounced after that game.
He might have. He bounced to San Francisco after that game. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Our commissioner, certified 49ers fan, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Lions won. Great fucking game. Awesome. I'm so happy for fucking Bobby.
Bobby's real happy. Happy.
And we'll do an RIP in peace, Devin Tovey.
Yeah. I think he actually had a perfect week.
I think Bobby might have had a perfect week. I don't know of his other
well, Michigan State's still 2-0.
I know Michigan
Notre
State
Dame
won, but I don't know if he has any other fantasy leagues that might have lost. If this is his only fantasy league, then Bobby had a perfect weekend.
He had a perfect weekend then.
Good. Kudos to Bobby. I love it. I love it, man. Pats lost. Sorry, Luke. You had your time.
They did have a good comeback though. They should have won that game.
Okay, honestly, Matthew Judon nasty, and I'm not gonna lie, their defense as a whole is pretty good. Mm-hmm. They made Jalen Hurts look kind of silly at times.
And especially in the second half.
In the second half, yes.
Because Philadelphia went up mainly because of a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Early on. I mean, the weather was kind of bad, but yeah, weather kind of played a huge part. What was I gonna say? Oh, Mac Jones. Here's a little comment. I had to throw this one in here.
What's that?
Whenever he ran that 2-point conversion in, but they called it back for a holding call, so he actually ran up to the head ref as he was making the call, and he just like blurts out terrible call, and you can hear it like over the whole intercom.
Kind of love that.
Yeah,
kind of love it. I mean, that's what we're all saying.
Oh, absolutely.
It's relatable.
Yeah.
Saints won.
Cool. Saints did win. That was a big win for us.
For us, yeah. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about the game. I know there was 1 touchdown and like 700 field goals. I get it. Derek Carr looked good in the second half. Our wide receivers are better than yours, and our defense looked pretty good.
And we'll get Alvin Kamara in the mix at some point.
In 2 weeks.
3 weeks?
No.
Is he suspended?
Yeah, week 4. So he's only suspended 3 weeks. We'll get him back week 4. So yeah, 2 more weeks, and then we get Alvin Kamara back.
Sweet.
And last but not least, well, last and actually very least, Falcons won.
But it was to the Panthers, so was it a win?
I mean, Panthers are kind of the worst in the NFC South, and the NFC South is kind of like the worst division in the league. So they lost to the worst team.
But they're not the Cardinals.
That's true. That's true. They're not. Oh, I'm sorry. They're the second worst team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, all right. Let's get to the matchups. We're gonna start with technologically declined versus Pollard greens. This is good old me versus Matt Wilson here. Not gonna lie, I'm in trouble.
A little bit in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
The Cowboys saved you from actually being the Giants of the week.
The fact that I lost when the Giants scored, or the Cowboys defense put up 40 points, it does not bode well for me for the rest of the season.
Yeah, especially I think
Not good.
You had the second least amount of points as well.
Yep.
Not good.
Yeah, I had the second least.
Yeah, because the bench also is not providing any hope either. At
Well,
13
okay.
points a total.
My one hope is Alvin Kamara when he gets back, and I made a couple of good pickups. We'll talk about it in overpaid, underpaid. I need help, big time. Matt Wilson, let's give credit where credit's due. He won with Geno Smith scoring 11 points. It was kind of solid up and down. I mean, we kind of knew what Damian Pierce was going to be at Houston because Houston sucks. Unfortunately, I would never start Cam Akers again. He had, 22 carries for 29 yards?
Yeah, not good.
22 carries for 29 yards.
We had a couple of running backs that had some pathetic stats like that.
Bad. One person that didn't, and the guy I've been big on since the beginning of the summer is Tony Pollard.
Yep. Which is also matching of his name, the Pollard Greens, which I think is awesome.
It's a great name. Great name. Good, solid name, Matthew. Solid name. Matt needs I will say this. Matt does need a QB. You got Daniel Jones and Geno Smith.
Yeah, that was my note. QBs don't inspire hope on his team. Mm-mm. Not any hope at all.
No. I don't know why I thought Lamar would be good this year. I really don't. I don't know why I did. I should have known that just because he got a shit ton of money for with his contract, he'd be the same Lamar. He's the same fucking Lamar. 160 passing yards, 1 interception, 60 yards rushing, and maybe a touchdown thrown in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's all Lamar Jackson is. It fucking sucks. And I spent a lot. I invested way too much on Najee Harris.
Yeah. Not a big fan of Najee.
You said that, and you said this from the beginning.
Yeah.
This isn't just a new take for you. You were right about Najee Harris.
He's got the opportunity, but I don't know how much longer with Jaylen Warren right there behind him there. So
let's just put it this way: I'm going to play the waiver wire very hard these next couple of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully maybe Kamara could actually appeal the suspension for you, get him in a little sooner.
This is my one hope.
Yep.
My one hope. Garrett Wilson is not looking as sexy as previously thought. Unfortunately for Matthew, he's still good. I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be a bust, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna put up 20 points every week like people think.
Well,
anymore.
Especially with Garrett Wilson, his value's probably going to go down. He'll still get some good production.
That's what I'm saying. With Aaron Rodgers out, he's not as sexy anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. In his bench, Matt's bench is.
It doesn't inspire hope.
No. Traylon Burks is probably going to be out this next week. DJ Moore. I had a lot more hope for DJ Moore. He just never got targeted.
Yeah, I think we saw some of the same issues because I have Justin Fields, so I keep a close eye on him as well. But we saw the same tendencies that he had last season on him trying to run before he needs to.
Yep.
So
maybe he'll grow out of that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this was the only matchup that went down to Monday night, and I somewhat had hope because Matt had Tyler Bass and Garrett Wilson left, and he was down by like 5. I don't know why I had hope, but yeah. Anyways, congratulations, Matt. You won. Pollard Greens beats technologically declined 102.98 to 89.96. Let's go on to you haven't seen crazy yet.
So when are we going to see crazy?
I want to know this.
Yeah. This
is it's a good question, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I will say we did have 18 name changes so far.
Yeah, why so many name changes?
He has not changed his name.
I respect the consistency there.
Okay, yeah, I get it. But like that also doesn't add up very much either because there's only 12 teams. One didn't even change his name. So like what, extra 7 name changes?
There's a lot.
Yeah. I understand doing 12 of them. Besides Chris, obviously he didn't change his because you want a new year, new name. But guys, you're going crazy. I mean, I get name changes throughout the year, but all in week 1.
Apparently, we haven't seen crazy, so we're not going crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. Chris, I'm gonna say something nice about Chris is gonna be my say something nice about team. Bijan Robinson, not a bust. Not a bust like I thought he would be. And he has good wide receivers. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say something nice about Chris's team.
Yeah,
because I did kind of shit on him during our draft review, and for that I do not apologize. But I will say something nice. Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, and Bijan Robinson scored decent. The rest of your team sucks.
Yeah,
the rest of your team's not good, and your bench is not good either. Cooper Kupp, your entire team is injured. That's essentially what I gathered from that.
Well, most of his team also is off the roster at this point too.
I know, I saw that. Mims, Johnston, and Ferguson. I think he got rid of Johnston a little too early, but I'm not a big fan of the Steelers' defense this year. TJ Watt is a monster. Yes, I'll give you that. TJ Watt is a monster. But Carlson, kickers don't fucking matter. Pickens, Kittle. I told you from the start, Kittle is not a good fantasy tight end.
Can we have that conversation? That is Kittle a top tight end in fantasy now?
Mm-mm. I think he's out of the top 10, if I'm being honest. Like, he's a great tight end. In football terms. In fantasy terms, he sucks.
Yeah. Mind you, let's remind our audience that he was drafted the second tight end in this draft.
Oh, I know. That's why, and I again, like I've said it from the beginning, not a great fantasy tight end. I'm gonna just this is gonna hurt Chris a little bit, but I just want to point this out. Connor won with 2 goose eggs.
He had 2 goose eggs.
He had 104 points, and two people, not just one, 2 people put up goose eggs.
And this wasn't even a lack of like not keeping up with the injury reports. Those guys were actually playing in those games.
The whole game.
The whole entire game.
The whole fucking game they played. I don't like.
Oh god.
Is it beginner's luck?
Dallas Goedert had 92% of the snaps, and T. Higgins had 95% of the snaps.
That is wild. And both of them had 0 points.
And 0 points.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, David Montgomery. Well done starting David Montgomery. I don't know if you purposely did that over Singletary, Zay Flowers, Moore, and Juju. But if you did, congratulations.
Yeah, that pick looks better and better after Thursday Night Football.
Yep. I know I'm not saying Jahmyr Gibbs isn't good. I think he is good. I think it's just David Montgomery's time first, and then Jahmyr Gibbs later.
Exactly.
Kenneth Walker, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
He got good usage, and he was able to get some yardage out of it. Just didn't get a touchdown. That's going to be really his big production weeks when he gets a touchdown.
And I also think Josh Allen is going to score more than 11, as long as he's not diving headfirst into 2 defenders
or throwing it to the other team.
Yeah. The what did he have? 3 interceptions and a fumble lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I just don't. I don't think he's gonna keep doing that. That's so, Connor. The fact that you scored 104 points with 2 goose eggs, I applaud you. And Justin Tucker underperformed. So, you got anything else on this? I really I'm hoping Chris can do something. Turn something around.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the waiver wire moves said he did, but
Yep.
but basically, yeah, he cleared house. He cleared house
Did
and
clean up.
I will say this. We'll say a positive for Chris. Jonathan Taylor looks like he's going to actually play. News is he looks like he actually will play after he gets off the POP list.
Yeah. So what is that after 4 weeks? So week 5?
Yep.
Okay. Good for him. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So you haven't seen Crazy yet. Loses to Team Kenny GTX.
Yeah, that's actually his original name. So that's another name that wasn't actually changed.
That sounds like the name of a dirt bike.
Kenny GTX. I don't know. It's his username.
Like an ATV or something. Anyways.
Yeah.
Next one. What Herbert's the most versus Skull is in session. 2 of my favorite people in this league. I got tough look for Luther.
Yeah.
I have one silver lining in this. You still would have lost even if you started Tua. That's my silver lining for Luther here.
I just feel like that's going to drive Luther crazy the entire year.
What? Between the 2 quarterbacks?
Between the 2 quarterbacks.
Well, because they're both very good quarterbacks.
Exactly. So it's just almost a matter of which one you start, and if you start the right one, and then you're going to be thinking of, oh, what if, let's say one had 5 points more than the other and you lost by 4.
Mm-hmm.
What if?
Travis Kelce being back will be huge. He's gonna. It's gonna be a real debacle each week with the quarterbacks. Honestly, I think he should start Tua every single week until it gets concussed. Good news for him. Well, I don't know if it's good news or not, but Ramondre Stevenson, he seems like the solid back in New England. 6 of 6 reception. He was targeted 6 times, caught the ball 6 times for 64 yards. That's pretty big.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. That's good to see.
12 carries for 25 yards, not so good. But again, Zeke didn't do that great in either.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like Zeke overwhelmingly took all the carries. So I like the Ramondre Stevenson play. I'm still not big on it overall, but for what he's got, he's a little weak in the running back department. He's kind of like me.
Yeah, especially since Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't the clear-cut number 1.
Right.
But Stevenson, 73% of the snaps. So that's a good look as far as Zeke not taking too many of his snaps away from him.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Skull is in session. I don't know if he has a fat lip in right now, but Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave. I don't know if there's a better duo of wide receivers in our league right now.
I mean, let's talk about 12 targets for Jay Jettas and 10 for Olave.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I mean, come on.
I
think I haven't seen a better duo in our league so far this week. Keenan and look at old man Keenan Allen even put up fucking points. Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna be done here in the next 2 weeks. So enjoy it while it lasts. And then Mahomes put up points.
I like how he's consistent on who he drafts. So, you can actually see he still has the nicknames for the players that he actually had for last year.
Yes.
So he had Brian Robinson with Bulletproof, which I'm surprised with that name he didn't start him.
Yeah, me too.
Would have actually did well with...
He tried to sing the entire song Titanium.
Yes,
That's what through his players, and it was gorgeous. It was a beautiful thing.
So now we only have half the lyrics.
I know. Which, I mean, I can still hear the melody playing in my head. My biggest thing for this matchup, I don't think it was a matchup between Luther and Luke. I think it was a matchup between who's the Denver running back. Who's the Denver running back? And in this week, Luther won. Samaje Perine might be the Denver running back. Javonte Williams has skin connecting his knee. That's it.
I mean, what you can hang your hat to if you're Luke, he had more carries than Perine, but Perine did the most out of his carries, and he had 4 catches.
Yes, 8, and he was 4-4 for catches.
Yep.
He had 8 carries, 41 yards. Versus Javonte Williams, 13 carries, 52 yards.
Perine actually might be I can't think of the back for the Saints. Remember, Pierre Thomas.
Pierre Thomas?
He might be the Pierre Thomas of that team and get a lot of those catches. Because I mean,
that would be good. That would be huge.
Yeah, because Sean Payton's going to do those halfback screens like all the time.
He caught Samaje Perine. He didn't really do that very much at Oklahoma, right? He was kind of the power back at Oklahoma, if I remember correctly.
He was kind of a straight line runner.
Yeah,
he developed a little bit more as a pass catcher in Bengals.
Yeah.
At the Bengals.
Anyways, yeah. So Luther, in my opinion, start Tua. All right. So his bench is better than what it looked like. Jerry Jeudy, awesome receiver. Travis Kelce obviously is going to be one of the top tight ends in the league. So he's got some hope. He can hang on to a couple of things. Again, Luke's team. I love Luke's team.
Yeah, no, there was preseason discussion about Luke's team being good, and it looks good. I'm still baffled that he still has Hunt on the bench, and he dropped 2 other players, not Hunt, on his bench. It's still baffling. I don't understand.
I kind of love this move. I love it. I don't understand it, but I love it.
We're still hunting for answers on this one.
I can't wait. Oh, Luke, man, just never change. You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Skull is in session beats what Herbert's the most, 106.54 to 81.82. Next one. Wats under the towel. I think that's like the 5th name change.
5th name change from Biggs.
Wats under the towel versus Jerkin Goff.
So basically, their names explain the whole situation. It makes a complete sentence.
That's awesome. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I didn't even notice that.
Right? It's like Wats under the towel. Someone's jerking off.
Oh my god. I hope Biggs did that on purpose.
So what's that? Is that a name origami or something like that?
Name-agami. Oh, that's beautiful. Anyways, we're supposed to be talking about the
the matchup.
The matchup. Okay. I think Bobby's just picking up right where he left off last year, right?
He might not actually change his team again.
I don't think he needs to. Like, honestly, okay, yeah, Joe Burrow got 3.18 points, but you won. You were the number 1 fucking fantasy scorer this week.
In the league.
Your quarterback scoring 3.18 points.
Yeah.
What?
Unreal.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck off, Bobby.
Fuck off.
God damn it. This pisses me off. Like, look at this. Nick Chubb, 14.7. Travis Etienne, 18.9. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 16.1. DK Metcalf, 12.2. Like, dude, Jake Elliott, his fucking kicker, got 17 points. Look, it is wild when your team, your top 3 players on your team consists two of your top 3 players on your team consists of your kicker and your defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that is wild.
Fuck that.
But I mean, obviously, Elliott won't be that consistent as far as scoring wise. I mean, he'll be a good kicker, but scoring that much on a weekly basis, the Jets defenses.
They are. I think they're like, they might be up there with the San Francisco 49ers defense. Like, they might be the best defense in the league.
No, they're so good.
They made Josh Allen look silly.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what's under the towel. Okay, so I guess he didn't get the news about Mark Andrews before kickoff, which was well before kickoff. So Biggs, that one's on you.
Yeah. What if if it makes him happy, he probably wouldn't have won regardless, because let's put it this way: the highest scoring tight end was 12.6, so that's the basis that I'm doing this off of.
Yeah.
Or even if he did do 10 points ahead of that, still would have won.
Yeah, he pulled a Chris Nairboss and kind of basically he's revamping his team. Half of his roster is gone from, not half, but like a third of his roster is gone. Let's see, Jamal Williams.
What is that? Is that considered overreaction week 1?
Yeah, 100%.
Overreaction week 1.
No, but that's my favorite part about week 1.
Yeah.
The overreaction.
Always overreaction.
Always overreaction.
Always overreact, always overspin, just over everything.
Yep. Let's see. I knew DeAndre Hopkins wasn't going to be good. He got so many fucking targets, 7 catches, 65 yards.
The targets have to be promising. That's the positive you take out of that.
See, no, I don't think so. I think with a receiver with like DeAndre Hopkins, if you get 13 targets with only 7 catches, you're old, bud. You're out. You're on your way out. I'm just trying to I'm trying to keep a narrative I started.
Yeah, I get it.
He's very running back heavy, which the old school in me loves. I think Dalvin Cook is going to be. I thought he was going to be the guy, like in the beginning of the season, that was going to get all the touches. It's seeming like Breece Hall is going to be the guy at the beginning, and then he's going to get hurt or slow down.
I mean, he did still get 13 carries, which is not bad as far as from a production standpoint, and 50% of the snaps.
Yep,
evenly spread. So,
the last good thing I'll say about Biggs is he has Jordan Addison on the bench.
Yep,
that's promising.
Especially with the news of Deontay Johnson, he can do a clean switch with that, because from what we can see from the Vikings, they're going to be slinging it.
Just
absolutely
Not
slinging
even,
it.
yeah, 100%. And the last good thing I'm gonna say about Bobby is you might be able to pull a last year and not pick up anybody on the waiver wire.
The only weak spot I see is the tight end. Is really, which I mean, it's Pitts, so obviously
he's stupid athletic.
Stupid athletic, might be a high ceiling if things actually turn around, but
right.
I'm losing confidence that things will actually.
I feel like we've been saying it for 3 years?
Yeah,
3 years,
basically.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a decent matchup. Jerkin Goff beats Wats under the towel, 116.78 to 93.86. All right, next one. Love Season versus the Reek Show. This might be my favorite matchup of the entire fucking week.
Can we state that every time this is like North Carolina Appalachian State. Like every time like Jerv and Huff meet, it's always a great matchup.
Oh, it's so good.
Always a great
matchup.
This
is must see TV.
Yes.
This is it's always gonna come down to the wire. Unfortunately, this one didn't come down to Monday night, which I love. But I mean, come on. 0.16 points.
Yeah.
Already week 1? We have 0.16 point matchup?
Yeah.
Come on. How much closer do you think we can get? What? Matt Wilson has the record for losing by 0.03 points, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
0.03, but come on. Week 1 already? We already have it? Let's
I know.
Go.
That's incredible.
Let's fucking go.
We got a rematch of this on week 12 to look forward to.
Dude, marking my calendar right now.
Yep.
Right now. Let's see. Let's state the obvious already. Tyreek Hill, 39 points. 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 catches.
It's the Reek Show.
It's the Reek Show. What else can you say?
Yeah.
This is the Reek Show. He had Amari Cooper 5.2, Njoku 3.4, like Godwin 7.6. He didn't really have nothing else slaps you in the face except for the Jaguars defense. This is the Reek Show.
But everybody's defense did good.
That is true. That is
Everybody's
true.
defense did good.
That is true.
So that's obsolete. That's just except unless you're the Jets or have the Jets defense.
Yep.
Every defense is scratch.
I don't know the Cowboys defense.
Cowboys defense,
Cowboys,
yeah, I guess
Cowboys
as well.
defense.
Or if you had the Steelers, you sucked as well.
Yeah, the Steelers.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out, Chris. Let's see. Yo, Travian Miles Sanders, bro. I send it to you. Anyways, Jalen Hurts. Here's the biggest thing. Josh Jacobs and Jalen Hurts. I think those are underperformed. Both of them are underperformed. I don't trust any receiver or tight end from Cleveland. So I'm not gonna go with that. James Conner. I don't know. Like. I would use James Conner until Arizona just depletes him.
Yeah, they're gonna wear him out.
They're gonna wear him out, but use him for the next like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and then Warner will come in, but use him. Fuck it. Let's see. I hate that he has Jalen Warren on his bench, because like I just have this fear that Najee Harris is gonna just suck and Warren's gonna come in.
And then it's just going to save his running backs.
Yep. It's going to save his running backs.
Which, actually, Josh Jacobs and Miles Sanders, not bad.
No, they're not. That's the thing. His team's good.
Yeah.
Dude, Huff
he
always
had
has a fucking good team.
He had Tyreek save this week from him. Like, literally saved it. Because, like, nobody else performed very well.
And it sucks because, like, if you're Jerv right now, you have so many options of, if I would have started Richardson. If I would have started Breece Hall. Like, you have those.
Wait. Why can't we? I mean, Richardson. Yeah, I get it. He's a rookie QB. Don't know what's going to happen. Why can't we talk about? We got to talk about Breece Hall on the bench.
Yeah. Well, okay. If we're, I don't know. It's Jerv. Jerv tends to start, bad running backs and keep his good running backs on the. I'll never forget. Like it was like 4 years ago. He started Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
Duke Johnson.
Yes.
We have the video evidence of this.
Yes.
He started Duke Johnson, and I don't think Duke Johnson was even playing. He was for the Cleveland Browns at that point. And
I think he was like a third down back that came in some passing situations.
Yeah. And I think Jerv's he's notorious for that.
Yes.
Just starting the dumb running backs and keeping the good ones on the bench. I think that's just his MO. I think I love it. I think I hope Jerv doesn't change ever. But it's always fun to like look at just like what if. Like what if he had started, Breece Hall? What if he had started Anthony Richardson? I see that Kirk Cousins is off his roster now, so
that's what I was going to state. My thing with Richardson is he's going to ride out Richardson for the year.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I mean, we'll see we'll see who he picked up, but I would keep Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, he's got 3 stud wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wouldn't trust Richardson just yet. Like, obviously, that's a promising sign, and maybe you can start him. But like you said, I wouldn't necessarily drop Cousins at this point.
Nope.
Especially since Cousins didn't have a bad week for you. I mean, he got you 20 points. That's what you want out of a quarterback.
At least, yeah. If you get at least 20 points out of a quarterback, that's a good week.
So,
also, Pat Fryermuth, get rid of him. Promise you. He's just like Kittle. He's not a good fantasy quarterback. He's a great football quarterback. Or tight end. Kittle is not a great fantasy tight end. Pat Fryermuth, not a great fantasy tight end. Both of them great football tight ends.
Yeah.
I like the Raheem Mostert to start though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool coming in at the flex.
Yep.
That was a good flex.
It was great flex. Probably the flex of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Flex of the week.
And we'll talk about the trade later. But anyways, you got anything else on this?
That's about it.
I'm pretty pumped about week. What did you say? Week 12.
Week 12 rematch.
Rematch. Reek Show beats Love Season 107.6 to 106.76. Fucking awesome.
Yep.
God, I love fantasy football.
It's back.
Last fucking matchup. We got CarCoochie board versus Caleb Pressley.
Yep.
Well done, brother. Well done.
Yep. You snuck out with the win.
Yep. And you snuck out. I always love pointing out when people win with a goose egg. You basically won with a goose egg. DeAndre Swift, 0 8.8 points.
Yeah, not a very good look. Only 29% of the snaps. They were going to do a running back by committee. I just thought since they kind of picked him up or traded for him in the offseason, thought that he was going to be the front runner. Not so much. I am still starting him again because Kenneth Gainwell is out for this week on Thursday.
Yeah, I saw that. I
think I'm going to try to see if I can feast off of that one.
Yep. Let's see. I think you gambled correctly on Ridley.
I think so. I'm very happy about that.
Yep. You did well there, bud. That might be the draft pick of the year. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Okay.
Just because technically you reached.
Yes.
Technically you reached hardcore on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be worth it.
But as of for now, I mean, 11 targets. We were just talking about Olave and Jay Jetta as far as targets go. 11 targets, over 100 yards, and a touchdown.
Yep. You went real Saints heavy on the latter end of your roster here with Group and the Saints, which honestly, I know we're biased here. The Saints look good. The Saints defense looks good.
I like the Saints defense. I thought I couldn't go wrong with it. And then I'm a big groupie.
Groupie?
I'm a groupie.
Oh, I love it. The groupie. Nice.
Yep. There's shirts going around that say groupie.
Groupie?
Yeah.
I'm going to say the groupie group.
Okay, groupie group.
Groupie.
Nice. Sounds like Scooby-Dooby-Doo theme song.
Yeah. Okay, so James's team is funny. He always has some fucking weird shit go on with this team. This week he just has the best bench. He's the bench warmer of the league. Sucks J.K. Dobbins is on the IR.
Yep, that does suck.
That's a big one. Christian Kirk, that was kind of a surprise to me as well, but I don't think his team up and down is terrible. I actually kind of like his team, especially if he gets maybe if he throws Romeo Doubs in there for Christian Kirk and then Tyler Algiers in there, try and fit him in for J.K. Dobbins. I don't mind his team. I think it's a decent team.
Yeah. I was a little surprised. I mean, as everyone else, as far as I was a little surprised, maybe not as much surprised, because I knew Algiers played good last year, and he wasn't gonna go away. But the way
there was just so much hype with Bijan Robinson.
Yes, exactly. I mean, obviously he was drafted really, really high, so it makes sense that he was going to have a large share in the carries. But Algiers is still here, and from what we saw on their in the passing game with Ritter, they're not very confident in him.
No,
so they're just
not.
going to pound that ball.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to pound that ball.
Pound it.
They're going to pound it. How confident are you in Justin Fields moving forward?
Not really. Not a lot.
Are you going to still go with him?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't blame you. He's electric, so he's gonna run.
I was gonna say because last year I thought he sucked, but as from a fantasy standpoint, he was amazing.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Let's see. I think your team's really good. If I'm being honest, I like Khalil Herbert. I know you weren't so high on him, and I think Deebo Samuel underperformed.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think basically they have so many weapons in San Fran. Shanahan's just oozing out the mouth and just of which one he's going to highlight that week. So
right. You have to gamble on Deebo, though.
You have to do it with all of them.
Yeah, he could go off.
Yeah.
He could pull a Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, and he got 2 carries, so they're still using him in the run game as well. So the usage on him is still high.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I think Darren Waller's just an average tight end.
Really?
I think he's dude. At this point, I'm sick of Darren Waller.
I thought he was getting. I mean, it was slow for him to get those targets, but he started get. I mean, he got 5 targets. He's still got to get some repertoire.
Until well, okay. You know what? Until he shows me otherwise, it's a mediocre tight. He's a Kyle Pitts. Darren Waller is synonymous with Kyle Pitts.
He kind of is.
That's it. That's they're basically one and the same people.
Except Waller actually has had production before.
Right. All right. Anything else, man? Austin Eckler, great fucking pick, obviously.
Yeah.
He's going to continue to be utilized. Like,
I'm just concerned that he did get a little nicked up. So sometimes he gets hurt, sometimes in seasons. So
and I also think Terry McLaurin's going to be better. So.
Yep. So I like it.
Yeah. CarCoochie board beats Caleb Pressley 104.14 to 95.14. Let's get to overpaid, underpaid. Oh, my favorite fucking segment of this this whole entire thing.
Of course.
What?
I said, of course.
Of course. All right, let's start with Puka Nakua. Is that how you say his name?
I have no idea.
Puka Nakua.
The hottest free agent of the week.
I mean, for good reason. He had, 15 targets? What was it? 15 targets, 10 catches, 119 yards. I think he overpaid for him.
Yes.
I do. He grossly overpaid. I think this is a week one exaggeration. You're gonna spend a third of your money. Mm-hmm. A third of your money in week one
for a receiver that
sweetheart. We have like 15, 16 more weeks left.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I think this was a product of, not having Cooper Kupp on the field. So like when he comes back, I feel like his production is going to be kind of obsolete.
$321.
$321.
Like I understand. I mean, Huff did bid 222, so like that's. I think 222 is kind of an overpay.
I think it's a little high too.
So yeah, a little bit like.
Overpaid.
All right, Gus Edwards, 306. I understand why he did it, but Biggs, you didn't have to spend that much money.
Yeah.
That's way too much money for Gus Edwards.
But like we said, week one, no one knows how much everybody's going to spend. Everybody's got full bank accounts.
Well, we know how much Bobby's going to spend.
Bobby ain't going to spend shit.
Bobby ain't going to spend nothing. That's it. Yeah. Gus Edwards, overpaid. $306. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's too much.
The next one was Jerv with 112.
Yeah. I think 112. Yeah, that's fine. I understand that. Rashid Shaheed. Chris Nerboss, $169. I'm a little biased, so I think that's perfect.
Perfect.
It's probably
69.
No, well,
okay.
Yeah, sure. Because it's because I'm a Saints fan.
Okay.
I think it's perfect.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I think Derek Carr is going to use him. Derek Carr likes him, and if you watch any TV, you saw the video clip, or even on social media, you saw the clip of Derek Carr saying to Shaheed, "Fucking run, just run." I think there's a connection there.
Yep.
So I like it. I think it's a perfect bid.
Yeah, when a player listens to you, there's the chemistry.
What did you put down?
I thought it was I thought it was a little bit of an overpay, just a slight bit, because one, Biggs was only $100 less than him. Mm-hmm. Or not only was still $100 less than him, so you probably could have got him for around the $100 mark. And technically, Shaheed is still a number 3, wide receiver in that group.
Yep.
So,
let's see, Kyron Williams, I love it. Fuck Cam Akers. I'm so far off the Cam Akers train. It's not even funny. Mm-hmm. I'm all about Kyron Williams. Yeah. I love it. I think you know what? I would even say it's an underpay. I'm not gonna say it, but I would say if it's an underpay if we were in a different setting. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to. I think it's just it's a perfect bid. 157, perfect bid.
Can we mention? I think at this point, for all these guys that we've done so far, Biggs has bid on every single
one of them, man.
Tell me you're not happy with your team without telling me you're not happy with your team.
I thought Chris was unhappy with this team.
Biggs is big mad.
Big mad. All right, let's get to Jacoby Myers. I'm going to go ahead and defend myself here. I think I underpaid for him. I really didn't think I was going to get him. I really didn't. There's
5 people that put bids in for him.
Dude, he had 10 targets, 9 catches. Like, I mean, yeah, I know he had 2 tutties, but like, and I know he's a little bit questionable. But come on, that's Mac Jones trusts him. Trusts him. No, he loves, or I'm sorry, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Let me get it right. Jimmy Garoppolo trusts Jacoby Myers.
Well, yeah, and also, if you think about it, he's getting reunited with Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels, yep.
Who was his offensive coordinator at the Patriots.
With the Patriots.
So he's seamlessly going right into that offense. He knows the offense through and through.
I'm gonna say I underpaid. Obviously, I'm gonna be a little biased here.
No, I think the stats defend you. You were only 42 points or $42 above Biggs. The next one, there was 5 other bids for him, so the demand was there.
Right,
yeah,
but
I think you're underpaid.
Yeah, I don't. I can't take. Anytime if Biggs is betting on or is bidding on like the top 7 people, I can't usually take his. So I might have overpaid for this. I probably did overpay for this.
I think it's just right. Let's say just right.
Well, all right, yeah, I definitely overpaid, but I'm gonna say just right. All right, let's go, Rashawn Johnson. I think he overpaid.
Yeah, there was no demand for him at all.
I just don't. I like Khalil Herbert. I really do. I really like Khalil Herbert. He's a rookie, so he's a young guy. I get why he wanted him. I just think you overpaid for him a little bit. I don't know. I think I don't. It's just 14.5 fantasy points. It looks really good. But he got a touchdown. That's
what makes it look.
It's kind of it dilutes it a little bit.
So
I think he overpaid. What do you think?
I think it's just right. That's kind of about where most of these bids were coming around as far as this price on the waiver wire. So not bad. I mean, I know why he likes him. He was able to get some sort of production out of the 39% of snaps that he was in.
Right,
so,
and you know the young rookies are always sexy whenever you see production out of them.
Yep.
Very sexy.
I will say he did give up on Deion Jackson really quick.
Very quick.
Very quickly.
Yeah. But anyways, let's see. Kenneth Gainwell, obviously hindsight's 2020. A bit of an overpay.
No, I wouldn't say so. Huff was there at $1 or 150.
I know what the market says.
That's what we're saying. It's
but
overpay, underpay to the market.
But no. But he's out. He's out. He's out.
Yeah, but how long is he going to be out for?
Probably just this week, but he's still out.
Yep. He's got a rib injury, so we'll see.
Let's see. Joshua Kelly, $119.
Unfortunately, Huff had too many players after this transaction.
That automatically bids an underpay, right? He's underpaid. I mean, let's not take away from Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly put up 15.11 points. He had a touchdown. He had 91 yards. That's solid. And I think the Chargers are an explosive offense. I know they have Austin Eckler, but it looks like Josh Kelly's going to be utilized.
Well, Austin Eckler is a little bit nicked up too, so that honestly had to pick him up. Like you said, he actually was valued a little bit more than what he was gotten. I think it's an underpay.
Underpay. I agree. I think the Luke got a steal.
Yep.
All right, these last 5, let's go through quickly. Jerkin Goff, I'm gonna say underpay. I think more people should have bid on him. I think there's a couple of teams that need a quarterback. Should have picked Jerkin Goff.
Yeah, pretty solid. No interceptions, only 1 touchdown, and was able to get 16 points. I think that could go up.
Yep, definitely. Buccaneers defense overpaid. Why don't spend money on a fucking defense?
Yeah, no one really.
Come on, Luke. You did good with Joshua Kelly, and then you just kind of blew it there. Jordan Love, I'm gonna say perfect. That's Jordan Love's his QB. There was another bid for it. I mean, even though it was a $0, I'm gonna say perfect. Fine.
I'm gonna say overpaid.
Okay.
Because he already dropped him.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he's already dropped him.
So he wasted $5.
Yeah.
I guess it's only.
It's a waste. Waste of money.
Waste of money. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know he just dropped him. Derek Carr, $4, overpaid.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, overpaid. Giants defense $2, way overpaid.
No, I think that's fine.
No, way overpaid. Way over. All right, let's get to this trade. Let's analyze this trade. You know what? I'm gonna defend my boy Luth here. Okay, I'm gonna defend my boy Luth. I think the showing for Kadarius Toney on the Thursday night game about a week ago, I think that doesn't represent who Kadarius Toney is.
Did Toney even play in the preseason?
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure. I do. Here's the only issue I have with that is A.J. Dillon is looking sexier and sexier as Aaron Jones is grabbing his hamstring more and more.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem I have with this. I think Kadarius Toney is going to be way more productive than he was. Yes, it was a bad week, and I think he's going to use it to fuel him. I think Jerv won this.
Okay. I mean, I understood where Jerv was coming from as far as with A.J. Dillon. I wanted to handcuff, the Green Bay running backs. They typically are going to – they should still rely on the run a little bit, even though I know Jordan Love had a great game. But I think that's how the offenses ran. If you notice, Aaron Rodgers had less pass attempts whenever Matt LaFleur came in. Came in and rather than whenever McCarthy was there. So that's kind of how this offense is dictated. Toney, basically he did get vouched by Andy Reid. He did say hey, look, we understand what kind of game he had, but this is not indicative of what we want to use him in the future for. So
it doesn't represent him.
It doesn't represent him. What I would take a positive out of that performance, yeah, his hands were awful. But he was wide open.
Dude, he was.
He was wide open, and you can't take that for granted.
No, that's crisp route running. Obviously, you got to be good at the football aspect of football, but not every receiver can get as wide open as that. That's an innate sense of football mentality. You're that's kind of something that to find the pockets. That's a football sense.
Yeah,
So if you look at this in on paper after week one and you look at it, it's kind of a laughing matter here. But I think it can work out in Luther's favor.
I think so too.
Right now, Jerv kind of trade raped. If you look at it on paper and if you kind of just dissect it, a little bit of a trade rape, I think Luther can make the most out of this.
Yeah,
I like A.J. Dillon to Jerv though. I think A.J. Dillon deserves to be with Jerv
because he's a Packers fan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say a wash.
A wash?
I'm gonna say a wash.
All right, cool. I like it. That's fine. Do you want to do? Actually, you want to do a quick preview of next week?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see. Let's do a quick preview next week. Where I gotta find it. Where are you at? All right, week 2. All right, let's go real quick. Technologically declined versus you haven't seen crazy yet. I'm gonna destroy Chris.
You're gonna destroy Chris?
Yes, I'm gonna destroy Chris.
I'm taking Chris.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm taking
Fuck
Chris.
you, dude.
I'm taking Chris.
All right, Team Kenny GTX versus Pollard Greens. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Team Kenny GTX.
Is he starting? He's gonna start Daniel Jones. I mean, I guess it's Arizona's defense.
I don't know. No, I'm going Kenny GTX.
I'm going same.
Yeah. Okay. What Herbert's the most versus Love Season? Real quick. Let's go down. No, he's doing Brees Hall. He's got Aaron Jones up there. Oh God, this is gonna be a good one.
Matchup of the week.
Yeah, I might dub it matchup of the week. Shit, he's not going with Tua. Interesting.
If Kelsey plays, I'm gonna go with Luth.
Yeah. Yep. I think I'm gonna say the same thing. If Kelsey plays, I'm going with Luth. If Kelsey doesn't play, I'm going with Jerv.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. The next one. Skull is in session versus the Reek show. I'm going with the Reek show until they lose.
I like how he's still Skull is in session. Luke is actually a 51% chance to win it. Dude,
I think Luke's gonna win this, but I'm not gonna bet against the Reek show until the Reek show shows me that he's gonna lose.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll go Reek show as well.
Yeah, Reek show. Let's see. Wats under the towel versus Caleb Pressley. Who's he gonna play? Dude, honestly, this might be the most even. No, never mind. What's under the towel is gonna win.
Yeah, I don't like. I like. I mean, I guess Algier, you have to play him until given otherwise, and also you just don't have any other running backs. But yeah, I would have to go.
I would throw Romeo Dobbs in there over Christian Kirk if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go with what's under the towel.
Yep, same here.
Cool. All right, Jerkin Goff versus CarCoochie board. Oh, dang, Joe, I'm sorry, brother.
I've already got to go against Bobby.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna have to take the defending champ here.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I gotta take the defending champ.
I'm gonna have to take him too.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are your. Let's see. Those are who's probably not going to win, if I'm being honest.
We'll see how our record goes. We agreed on most everybody except for your matchup.
My matchup,
so that'll be the tiebreaker.
Yep, I'm going to destroy Chris. I already know it.
Okay.
All right. Love y'all.
Later.